This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk through this 2021 Salem Grand Villa. It's a model 42 FLDL. Okay. As you can see, you got a sliding glass door, and then you have a regular bedroom access door, just a regular door. You've got power awning, outside speakers. You have antenna here and power, so you can put a TV out here if you choose to. Okay, let's go around the outside real quick here. 2 LP tanks full, deep cycle marine battery. 2 slide outs on the outdoor side. Now, here's the water and the plumbing. So first of all, the most common way to get water to the trailer is just to hook your hose on the city water connection, turn it on, and your trailer's all pressurized, ready to go. Now if you go to a campground that does not have plumbing on the campsite, you can fill your fresh water tank right here and use the onboard pump to pump the water. So even if you don't have city water, you still can use all the plumbing. These are your dump valves here. You have a gray one over here. That white one is the fresh water tank dump. Then you have a black valve here for the black tank, which is toilet water and waste. You've got a gray one for the gray tank, which is sink and shower water. So you always dump the black first, of course, because it's dirtier water than the gray water. You do that and use the gray to flush it out. Also, this is a black tank flush here, so you can hook the hose here at the dump station right onto here, and you can turn it on, and it'll flush out the black tank. It'll spray it, get the sensors clean, that sort of thing. Just always make sure you have the valve open before you turn the water on. That's important. Alright, so also this is your water heater back here. So you can see you have bypass valves here. It's right now is bypassed, that means it's winterized. You can see that the valve handles are parallel with this line here, which is a bypass line, which loops the antifreeze around instead of letting it go into the water heater tank. Therefore, before you winterize, you will change these valves to this position, which is the winterized position, and it'll allow you to pump antifreeze into the system without getting any in the water heater tank. Now, I stated, let's see what I've got here. Oh, that's right. So you have a direct drain right here for your tray here. So, cool. Alright, so that's your water heater. This is your cord. It's a 50 amp, 30 foot cord, so we give you reduces down to 30 amp and so forth. Alright. Okay. So these hookups are just cable and satellite through to the inside of the trailer, the entertainment area. Make sure that you inspect your trailer every 90 days. The roof, especially the roof, so you're going to go up there once in the spring, once in the midsummer, once in the fall, and check out all the sealant on the roof. Make sure there's no crack in your separation, that sort of thing. It's very, very important to inspect your roof regularly, every 90 days or so. If you can't do it, have someone else do it for you. And you can walk on the roof, you just have to be careful. Okay. That's important to inspect it though. Okay, so this is the control panel right here. Okay, so you have just lights here. Then you have your slide out here, right? Okay, then you have your water pump right here. Remember I told you can pump your own water if you choose to. That's also used for winterizing. Then you can check your levels here. You can see the battery's charged, fresh water's empty, black is empty, so on and so forth. It graduates up in 1/3 increments, so once it gets past 2/3, you're going to have to start thinking about dumping your black and your gray tank, of course. Okay. This is your thermostat. It's very simple. You just push the mode button once to light it up. Right now we're on heat, of course, but you can just scroll through. Fan, which is the air conditioner running without the compressor. Cool. Try to always run them on auto. So cool high auto would be common, but it's best to run them on auto if you can. Okay. if you ever feel like when you turn on the heat, the fan in the air conditioner turns on, that would be because you don't have the fan set to auto. So keep that in mind. It's important to leave it on auto. All right, so let's see what we have here. You have a nice loft up there. Nice size refrigerator. Your microwave also vents to the outside this way. 2 speeds, and then you have light also. Okay. Now, I don't know if the gas is turned on here, so let me see. Yeah, there it goes. So there you have it. Let me try this one without depressing. I'm not sure if this has a safety in it or not. I'll let me push it down and do it. Yeah. So you have to set the knob to the blue flame, then depress the knob, and then spark it with the other hand. That's a built-in safety, so kids can't accidentally turn it on. The oven works pretty much like any other oven. You're just going to there's a timer on this side, and you select your temperature and everything on this side. Pretty self-explanatory. TV works like any other TV, of course. You've got a sound bar here. There's also remotes for all these too. I don't see them out. They're probably in the drawer. But for your sound bar, let's say you can stream off this USB port right here. Put all your favorite albums on one stick and take them with you. You can hook up wirelessly with Bluetooth and stream from your phone or your tablet. You can go into the system through this HDMI if you wanted to use a game machine to keep kids or grandkids busy on a rainy day, for example. You can use that. It goes straight into the system. You have 2 speaker zones. 1 is inside, 2 is outside. So there's a lot you can do with it. Another thing you would use this in for example, if you had like a portable Blu-ray player. Some of those machines, those game machines, I believe, play Blu-rays also. Whatever, but that's a good way to get into it anyway. Okay, let me look back here just quickly. This is a swing-out bracket. It straps into place when you're traveling, but you can swing it out and tilt it towards the back wall or whatever you want to do. Your fireplace, you can it runs on 110 AC power, so you can take the chill out of this area without using up your LP. You can set the appearance of the fire. You can set the thermostat. You can set the fan speed. It's also a space heater, so it has off, low, and high. So you can set that there, and it also has a timer. So keep in mind there's a lot you can do with it, all from the remote or from this panel right here. Okay. 2 theater seats. This couch, you remove the back cushions, like so. I'm going to have her clean that off, so I'll put this down so she can see it. You remove these cushions and you grab it in the center here. You're going to fold it out 2 panels out, and then the back falls to place, so you get a 3-panel hide-a-bed, and it's foam panels. It's actually really nice for a hide-a-bed. So, okay. Theater seating, as I stated. You got a dinette. Okay, I think it pretty much covers this area. Your keys will be hanging right here. And the trailer is winterized. Keep that in mind. It is set up for the winter. Alright, so the bathroom, the thing to remember is, this works like any other. The sink and shower work like any other sink and shower. You got a GFCI here. Remember, all the plugs, even though they don't all have a GFCI reset, they're still all wired through one of the 2 GFCIs in this trailer. So keep that in mind. If you use a coffee pot outside and it pops, you reset it inside the trailer. Okay, the thing to know in here is the toilet. Basically, first thing is there's a flush pedal right here. When you flush it, water will come swirling out, and directly below is the black tank. Okay. So when they talk about using the toilet dry, they're actually talking about the black tank, which is part of the toilet in a sense, but it holds the waste directly below it. So when you get to your campground, you got the water hooked up and you got your power hooked up. You'll come in here, and if your black tank is empty, you have to put about a gallon of water in the tank and whatever chemical you use. So the first thing you'll do is you'll take your brand of chemical, one dose, whatever the directions tell you is one dose, you put it right in the bowl. Because you got your water hooked up, it'll come swirling out when you step on the flush pedal. So the water will come swirling out and wash your chemical right into the black tank. So you're going to stand on it for a few minutes till you put about a gallon of water in the tank. Alright? There's no way to tell exactly what that is. You just have to use common sense. The bottom line is it can't be dry. It has to have chemical and water in it before you start using it. Otherwise the smell will be pretty much unbearable and I guarantee you won't do it twice, let's put it that way. So it's very important to put the water and the chemical in there before you start using it. Okay, this is just up to your loft. I'm not going to go up in detail to it, it's just a loft. 2 beds. And they're both actually really nice. Kids love them. Heck, I'll go with you. What am I saying? Okay. These are just attachments for your vacuum. It's got central vacuum, of course. Keep in mind, it's telling you that your antifreeze inlet and stuff is behind this drawer. So to get these drawers out, in case you don't know, when you pull it, when you extend the slides, there's a little. Oh, I'm missing it here. I'm sorry. I'm a lousy cameraman. I apologize. When you extend them, there's a little tab here. You push down on this one and pull up on the one on the other side, and the drawer will slide completely out. Okay. You've got a little bit of storage under here, I believe. Yep. So you have some storage underneath there. A big dresser. Okay, this device here is a power converter. Okay. What it does, it converts 110 AC over to 12 volt DC. Let me open it up here. So you can see you've got regular household type circuit breakers here. 110 volts AC. They're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC on this side here. You can see you've got 12 volt fuses now, and they're all labeled. So this turns AC power into DC power. If one of these fuses were to blow, it'll actually light up, and you could be able to see through this tinted plastic that it blew. Okay. Also, when you're plugged in, this will charge your battery. It's a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery up front has. And if it's charged, it'll just trickle a couple amps up there. If it's low, it'll send 10 amps or whatever it needs. So that's the power converter. One last thing. This is the signal booster for your digital antenna. You can shut it off. You can see the light went out, the LED went out. But you always want it on, or you'll get a lousy picture. It's important to have that on when you're using the antenna. Alright. Nice. Very, very, very roomy, and I tell you, they're so good at splitting the decor where it's not masculine, it's not feminine, it's sort of like right down the middle. It comes down to how you trim it, basically, of course. But it's very, very neutral. Okay, let me see if I forgot anything here. I think we pretty much went through everything. Now, there's a pamphlet or a brochure or a manual for every appliance and component in here, most components anyway. If you can't find what you need, just copy the brand, the model number down, and go type it in the search engine, and you'll be able to get manufacturers' videos on all this stuff, which will tell you a bit more of how they work. Everything works if you need to go deeper into it. There's a lot you can learn. Remember what I told you about inspecting your seals, especially the roof seals. That's very important. And of course you have to winterize the trailer once it gets close to freezing outside. So okay, thanks for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Thank you very much.